G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Combat Volume 2 from Compass Games, Scenario 11, Payback Time. I'm calling it Scenario 1 because... And hopefully my camera's not going to play Silly Buggers as much today, but I'm not sure. I think it's just played Silly Buggers already. Okay, so we'll see how we go. As of last turn, things were looking pretty crook. We got Germans over there to the west. We got Germans to the south. We got a melee in the middle. We got Germans up there to the northeast. And we got one little fella routing down here. So the first thing is the initiative, which will be Abel, yellow, Charlie, blue, red, Baker, white. So next up, of course, is reinforcements. Here we go. And they get more reinforcements. Yay! And it will be package 1. Okay, so package 1 is 3 enemy up at 19, 20, 21, 1 with an evade 5. 19, 20, 21. 1. Oh, lost it. Okay. Up here with evade 5s. They're not going to do anything, but let's pick them out. Here we go. Last 3. We have a red one. We have a yellow one. And we have a white one. All with evade 5. So I shall grab those out. Excuse me. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay. Evade 5, evade 5, and evade 5. Again, it's a little bit cool this morning. Lovely -2. Bit of a light breeze just to make it interesting. Right. So let's get into it. So Abel is first. Okay, so we have the sergeant who's just hiding. There's not much I can do about him. And we have Private O'Connell, who is helping to guard. And that's it. Right, so he's not doing anything either. Hang on a tick. Okay, so I've got the whole of evading. Okay, so I'm just going to move him when I move the Baker boy because they're all evading together. So I don't really mind much. That's them up here. Okay, rather than try and put them out individually and everything else, because as you can see, this is all this stuff here. And yeah, I'm not even going to try. Okay, we go on with yellow. So we'll start down here in the southwest. We have an aimed fire, so he's not going to do anything. Then we can come over here. We have a sneak. He's not doing anything. Up the top, we have our evade 5. So he'll come to here. This guy is hiding this time. This guy is rallying this time. And this guy is slow suppression. And then down the bottom here we have an evade 3-2. So he is going to evade down to here. Like that. And that is yellow done. And we go on to Charlie. Okay. So we are evading. Can you see that? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to evade up and away. Like that. The medic and our guarded prisoner are... Camera just went off again and back on. We have an aimed fire. He's in a depression, can't see anybody, can't shoot. An aimed fire, in a depression, blah, 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 can't shoot. And we have a evade here. Now, I was going to try and catch this guy. So he's evaded 3, he's going to evade 2. I don't know if I'm going to catch him. We're going to try. We'll come over here like that. And that is Charlie done. And we go on to blue, so we'll start here. We have this guy hiding. We have a run and gun 4-5. So he's going to run to here. He gets a 1, so he passes and he stays there. I couldn't spot anybody before. No. 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 Okay. We have a run and gun 4 here. So he's going to come down and try and help these guys. And then we're over here where the fun begins. So we have a run and gun 4 here. So he's to there. We have an aim fire, so he's not going to do anything. And we have this little guy here who has a grenade. Yay! Okay, so impulse 1. He arms a grenade. It will not do anything other than spot or duck back. Place a grenade marker. Blop. And he has his grenade. Okay. He will not do anything other than spot and or duck back. Okay. So I suppose he'll duck back now that he's thrown his grenade. Boop. Duck, 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 duck. Sorry, well, he's prepared his grenade, targeted it. He is now a duck back with a grenade. Okay. Blues, blues, blues. We have an evade 5 here. So he'll come to here. And the guy up top, for some stupid reason, is a run 6. So he'll go to there again. Run and gun 6. He's a 5. And he passes, so he's going to continue to run and gun. And that should be all the blues. I didn't put my marker on that one. Okay. So then we go on to reds. So down here again, we have a run and gun 1. He comes up. We have an aimed fire who will do nothing. And we have a slow suppressive fire who will do nothing. They're not doing anything. Ba, 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 ba. Red, 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 red. Up the top, we have the evade 5. And over on the right, we have an evade 3. Oh, sorry, dickhead. We have a sneak. And we have an aimed fire. And in the middle, we have a melee doing nothing. And that should be all the reds. Which brings us to Baker. And we have Mr. Baker Boy there, who's doing nothing. We have Mr. Baker Boy in B, so I'm just going to evade them down now. They'll evade down here. And we have our BAR gunner, who's going to do some spotting and stuff as well, but he has a rapid fire. So he is going to fire into here to start with. Aim fire, aim fire. Ah, no, there he is. Another grenade, see, that's why I want that one. Okay, so it is a range of a 1, 2, 3 for a BAR, which is a +1. And this guy is grenade in trees. Which is a -1. So that's a 0. So he is a 5 + 2 is 7, -1 is a 6. 6 or less to hit. And he hits. Okay, please be good to me. Friendly event. Okay, we roll, we get a 8. He grabs the book. And an 8 is, in this. If this event roll is the result of a wound, no it's not. If this event is the result of a wound caused by a friendly character, hero, wound is automatically a headshot. Dead. So he is dead. And there's a grenade sitting there. Remove 1 light wound from the friendly character. He doesn't have a light wound. He's got a bad wound which has been bandaged, which is the same as a light wound, so I'm going to remove it. Remove any low ammo or no ammo markers from the friendly character. No. Friendly character may immediately change their order if this event roll is a result of anything else, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's that. Roll on the friendly event, draw another card to replace this one, then shuffle the friendly deck. Okay, now I was shooting into here. I've only fired 1 burst. So I don't see why I can't shoot at these other guys, seeing as they're all in the same thing. So I'm going to. So I'm going to shoot at Mr. Yellow now. This is my second burst. It goes 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I've got to shuffle the friendly deck first. So he's a range of 3, which again is a +1 with an aim fire in trees, which is -2. So he is -1. He is a 5 + 2. So again, a 6 is, or less is what we need. Okay, 6 or less. And we get a hit. And it is a light wound. on Mr. Yeller. And then we do his wound morale check, and he is a 5 minus 1, so 4 or less. Gets a 1, so he goes down from normal to cautious. So that's Mr. Yellow is cautious with a light wound there, and we have 1 burst left, which is a 9. So we're low ammo again. Okay. That is Bravo and Baker and Baker. Done. And Baker. 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 Right. They're all done. Okay. White. This guy is dead. Put that there. White. Okay, so this guy here is an evade 3-2. Comes down this way. Oops, sorry. This guy is an aimed fire, so he's not doing anything. There's a grenade sitting under them, which is good. Oh, jeez. Right. We have this guy evading 3-2. So he comes to here. This guy is an aimed fire. So that's him done. And then we have a evade 3 here. So these two are both in the same duva. We have Mr. White over here, evade 5, up at the top of the board. And that should be everybody. Yep, because he's a prisoner and he's a prisoner. And yep, he's guarding and he's guarding. Right. On to Impulse 2. And we start with Abel. Okay, so the sergeant's doing nothing. Can't spot anybody. Our little man, Private O'Connell, is there with the guards. And that's it for Abel. And we go on with Yellow. Okay, this guy here is evading 2 this time. This guy here is not an aimed fire anymore, he's a duck back, which I forgot to change. So he is now a hide. Light wound, cautious. Cautious. Light wound. Hide. Grenade. So he's done. Oh, cold fingers. Right. Yellow. up here we have our sneak 1-6. So he's going to sneak up here like that. Up top we have our evade 5. Over here we have our rally and hide. And that's that. Here we have a slow suppression, but he can't see anyone. And down below here we have our evade 3-2. So he's going to go in direction 2 this time, like that. And that should be all the yellows. And then we have Charlie. Okay. Right. So Charlie. He is guarding. That's A. Righto. And A, let's see, that's A. Yep, so they're both evading. They'll come over here and are done. Aim fire, can't see anything. Aim fire, can't see anything. And we're going to evade into here, like that. And we have another melee. Okay. That comes off. That comes off. He's out of ammo for his grease gun, but he's still got his pistol. And this guy has a bad wound, a light wound, and is routed. So he now becomes shaken, I believe. He becomes shaken and is I believe he's just captured. So we are now guarding him like that. Let's just go over there. Okay, so that's all of Charlie done. And we go on to blue. So we'll start here. We have a hide. We have a run and gun. 4, 5. So this time he's going to go in direction 5. And he is a 4. He passes, so he's going to continue on doing that. We have this guy with a run and gun 4. And he doesn't have anybody to shoot at. So he's going to run down here. We have nobody to the north. We do have these two over to the west. So we've got this guy who's a run and gun. He's got nobody to see. So he's going to run here. And again, we'll do a check on him. He's a 5. Gets a 1, so he's continuing on. Looks like he's going to run off the board. And we have an evade 5 here, comes down this way. Right, now down here to the south west, we have this guy here who is now hiding. And on impulse 2, the enemy character will move a single hex, but only if the closest friend character is 4 or more away. No. If neither is true, the enemy character will not move. The enemy character does not move, and there is no friendly character in the hex. With the grenade marker, move the grenade marker 1 hex. No, the hex move No, so that just stays where it is, and he is hiding. We have this guy here who is a run and gun 4. So he's going to, can't shoot anybody, so he's going to run down there. We have an aimed fire here. You can't see him, can you? There he is, right here. So he's an aimed fire. Okay, so he can see up into there to the BAR gunner, and that's all he can see. So we have a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he has a rifle. So it's a 0 modifier. And we are rapid fire in trees is a -2. Okay, so he is a 5, -2, so 3 or less. Gets a 9, he's low ammo. Okay. And he is done. That's all the blues in there. That's the blues, 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 blues. Done. Red. Okay. So this guy here is a run and gun 1. So he runs up here, and he is a 4 at the moment. And he continues to run up there. We have this guy here, who is an aim fire, and this guy is a slow suppression. Let's do the slow suppression first. Maybe. No, we'll do the fire first. Okay. Now, can he see anything, is the thing. No, he can't. So forget about that, and forget about that, because they're behind trees. Right, so it's red, red, no reds up there. We've got reds over the top and this side. So we have, again, big buff head in the way. Evade. We have an evade 3. We have a sneak 6. And we have an aim fire who's got nobody to fire at. Okay. Which brings us to the melee here. Okay, so we've got this young fella here against our little baker boy here. Okay. So he is a 4 with a bad wound and is shaken, so he's -5. So he needs a 0 to start with. He gets a 4, so no go. And that should be all the reds done. And we go on to Baker. Okay. So we've got I didn't do that fella. He goes up there. Okay, Baker, 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 Baker. We'll do the melee first since we're there. Okay, so our little boy is a 4. Again, he is cautious, so it's a 3 or less for him. Oh, he gets a 3. And it's a light wound. And a light wound brings him up to his 4. So he is now captured as well. Okay. That's my last light wound marker. So light wound, melee goes away. And we have another bloke being guarded. Like that. And these guys are just going to come down here to there, like that. And that leaves us with our little man shooting. Okay. Oh, I didn't try and spot him last. I'm going to try and spot him because I want to try and shoot him. So, yeah, I forgot that. So it's a range of 3, and he is, at that stage, he was duck back. So 3, duck back in trees is -2. So we're +1, -2, we're -1. And we are, for spotting, at 7. So 6. And we don't spot him. Bastard. Bastard. Okay. Righto, so now it's his go. And he is going to shoot at this guy here. So range of 3, again, is a +1. We have aim fire out of trees. This is -2. So he is -1, -3. He's 4. And he hits. And kills him. Okay, so this bloke is dead. I can go away. Go away. Again, we've only fired 1 burst into that square or hex. So I don't see why I can't keep firing. So again, 4 into here. And we hit. And we kill again. So there is a grenade blowing up there. Like that. And he is dead. And those goes away. And he can't shoot anymore. So he's done. Okay. That's Bravo. Baker done, I should say. So that leaves White. Okay, so this guy is evading 3. Like that. This guy is evading 2 this time. Over here, we are evading 3. Up top, we're evading 5. Here we have an aim 5, but he can't see anyone. Over here we have no whites. So that is that. And we go on to Impulse 3. Yay! Okay, Abel. Bum, 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 bum. So we're just going to move those into there, and they're all there guarding all those, like that. Okay. So that guy is done, and done. Yellows. We have no yellows down here. We have one who is sneaking, so he's not going to do anything over there. We have the evader over here. These guys aren't going to do anything. I could probably ignore them. We have this guy who's rallying, this guy who's hiding, this guy who is a slow suppression, and that guy who's captured, so he doesn't need anything either. Okay, and then we go on to Charlie. Okay, so we are evading again. We'll go up here. We have captured him and we're guarding. We have an aimed fire with no target, an aim fire with no target, and we are evading here. And we evade down here. And that's all Charlie done. There are no melees anymore. And we go on to blue. So we can start down here, I suppose. And we have Mr. Aimed Fire. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. And again, we are rapid fire in trees, which is a -2. So he needs a 3 or lower. Pick it up. Gets a 7, so no go. We have run and gun 4. He's got no target. So again, he's going to come down here. He's going to run off the board. We have an evade 5. He goes down here. Up top, we have a run and gun 6, and he runs to there. And next impulse, he'll run off the board. Oops, sorry. Over on the right, we have a run and gun 4. He's got no target, so he's going to run down here. He is a 5. He's going to continue to run. We have a hide. We have a run and gun for 5. He has no target. He's run 4, he run 5, he runs 4. Ta-da! And then he is a 4. No. So he is a duck back now. Okay. Duck back. Da 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 da. Okay, so I think that's all the blues. So we're on to red. So we may as well start up here. We have an evade 3. We have a sneak doing nothing. We have an aimed fire doing nothing. We have nothing down here. We've got the one bloke up the top. Evade 5. So it's all these down here. So we have our run and gun 1. He runs up into the trees. Again, he's a 4. And he got a 8. So he is now a duck back. And is done. We have an aim fire and a suppress fire, but they've got no targets. So they're both done. Okay. I didn't do Mr. Him, did I? What does he do on 3? He will throw the grenade up to a maximum of 3. Place the grenade marker in the target hex. There we go. There we have a grenade. That's sucky. So that's what he did. Okay, so red is done. We go on to Baker. So they're all done up there. So the only one we have to worry about is that little man here. So if I shoot this time, or do I duck back now? we're going to duck back. And that way we'll be hiding when the Jesus Christ, grenade goes off. Okay. And then we have white. So we have an evade 3 down to here. We have an evade 3 here. We have an evade 3 here. An evade 5 here. And that should be it. And we go into is the last impulse, and we start with able. So able Z's and able Z's. That's all done. There's nothing else for them to do. And we go on to yellow. Okay. Yellow, yellow, yellow. So we're up here. And he is a sneak 1-6. So he's going to sneak to there. Evade 5. And come over this side. And we have rally, hide, slow suppression, and that's that. That's yellow finished. Okay, and we go on to Charlie. Righto. So we know that these guys are evading. We know that this guy is guarding. We know that one's fine. So we have these two here. Now, he is a 4, he is a 3. Oh, to hit. But he is bold. He's bold. Okay, so he is going to try and spot him. That's all he can do. Okay, so it's turn this over. It's a range of 1, which is +2, and he is a duck back in trees, which is a -2, so we have 5 or less to spot. Is that an 8? Yes, it is. So nothing happening there. So there's only this guy to spot. And he is the same, so 5 or less to spot. He spots him. And he is Soldat Scholz. There you go, Soldier Scholz. But we're not going to get to blowing away, which is a pity. Okay, and we'll just evade back into here again like that. And that's Charlie done. And we go to blue. So this guy is now hiding. This guy is hiding. This guy is a run and gun 4. Runs into there. No blues up there. No blues up there. We have one blue up the top there. And he is a run and gun. So he is going to run off. And he ran away. Then we come down here. And we have an evade 5 to there. We have a run and gun, and he's got nobody to see. Run and gun 4, and he runs off the bottom of the map. And ran away. He was a dummy, so that's okay. And then we have this guy with his aimed fire here, and this guy with his hide. Okay, so he's hiding. We have an aimed fire. We're at a range of 5. Yep, with a duck back now. Duckies is a -2, so he needs 3 or less to hit. No. And that's all the blues done. Reds. Okay. We have these 2 guys here who can't see anybody. Suppressed fire and aim fire. Doing nothing. We have this guy who was ducked back, who is now hiding. We have up the top this guy doing his evade. And then over here we have an evade 3. He's just not going to make it off the board. We have a sneak 6. We have an aim fire with nowhere to go. And we have now Baker. Okay. So Bakers are all done up there. It's just this guy here, the gunner, who will now hide. Like that. And that brings us into white for the last one. And we have evade 2. Ooh, look at that. We have an evade 2 into the grass there. We have an evade 4, sorry, to there. And evade 5 to there. And we're done. Okay, so I'm just going to pause it there, then I'll work it all out and we can come back and have a look, see. Okay, thing I forgot to do. The grenade. So let's get that out of the way first. Okay. Okay. So I didn't do the rest of Impulse 3, did I? Roll a die 10, add 3 to the result if the target is not line of sight. Well, it's not. He is in line of sight. So we have a 7. So it stays where it is. Then make a roll against the thrower's grenade weapon skill for each character in the hex with the grenade. Okay. And that was this guy. He's a 3. That's a 5. So it's a grenade far. Okay. Let's put that in. If I can find it, because I'm an idiot. Oh, grenade far. Okay. During Impulse 4, the character will move. No. No. The grenade will explode. If the enemy character is forced to duck back before throwing the grenade, on Impulse 3 and the grenade is live, place a grenade near marker. No, he wasn't forced to. Okay, so it's a grenade far. So, German grenade far is a 1, 2. Okay. Okie dokie. Grenade going boom, boom, boom. 14-2, that's what I wanted. I believe. Yeah. Okay. So it is a 1 damage 2 frag. Okay. So it's a 1 roll and he needs 2 or less. And nothing. And he takes a morale check. Gets a 9 and fails. So he goes back to bold. Okay. Right. Now, let's have a look. Get rid of that. And all I'm doing is getting rid of any bloke who's got nothing to do. No. That other grenade doesn't do anything. He's all fine. Okay. So he, get rid of that, is shaken. Out of ammo doesn't matter. Shaken with a light wound. And he doesn't matter. Right. I think I'll just pause it again. Okay, so this is the mess we ended up with at the end. This is everybody that was wounded, captured, killed, or routed off the board. Okay, or ran away, which is these guys here. So we'll just go through it one bit at a time. Each enemy character killed, not officer or NCO. So that's these. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 for us. Each enemy NCO character killed, we had 1. So we're up to 10. 11. 2 victory points for him. Each enemy officer killed, we had the lieutenant, so that's 3 more, taking us to 14. Each enemy prisoner, not officer or NCO. Okay. Each enemy prisoner, not officer or NCO. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 2 points for each of them. So that's another 12, taking us to 26. Each enemy NCO prisoner? No. Each enemy officer prisoner? No. Each enemy character who routs off the board? We had 1. So that's 27. Okay. Now, the other thing that we had that isn't on here is enemy characters who ran off the board. And I'm going to take 1 VP for each of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because there were no neutral board bits. So that takes us to 35. Okay. Friendly character in possession of enemy papers? No. Each friendly squad character killed. We had 1 killed. So that's 2 for them. Each friendly squad character alive but wounded and not bandaged. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that takes them up to 6. Each enemy character exits the left-hand board edge. None. Okay, so that is that. So 35 minus 6, 29 VP. And 15 plus is actually a superb victory. Commendation placed in 201 file. So there you go. So even if we removed the 8 who just wandered off, that still left us with 21 VP, which is still a superb victory. And I've got to say that's bloody surprising with the trouble we got into. But yeah, we did better than I expected, that's for sure. I thought we might have got away with a good victory, but no, actually pretty damned happy with that. So again, I'm sorry about the mistakes and errors, but that's just the way the game goes when I'm playing it. And what else? We found 4 dummies out of 12. So just about everything that's left in the tub must be the bloody dummies, which is a pain in the bottom. So I suppose what we're going to go on with then is scenario 12, the next scenario, which I'll call scenario 2. And the reason I'm doing that is because after that, I want to try a campaign, and that's when I'll use the scenario numbers, scenario names and that, because that'll be part of the campaign. I'm actually thinking, which is, I know, strange for me, but I'm actually thinking of trying to set it up so that I can actually go through the whole campaign sort of thing. So, you know, all the roles for this, that, and the other. So it may be boring for some of you. I'm terribly sorry. But yeah, so try and roll up for, so you can see I'm not cheating or anything else for all of the Americans and stuff like that, or the Allied troops, and go from there. And they're going to be called Dad's Dodgy Dozen. So that's that. So yeah, so we'll go on to that next one. So that brings a couple of German tanks in, and that will, again, there's no neutral board edges in this next one either, and I think we're using exactly the same map. The woods. Yeah. So at least I don't have to move that around. So I might go with the same characters again. And in fact, except for Private Butler, who got killed. So I need to leave him out and get a new one. And we'll just go on from there. So again, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I'll see you next time. Same bat channel, same bat time. Bye for now.